Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am starting a new vlog because I just found this channel. Mind of Molly is her channel, and she is doing the Detectathon. It started July 6th and it's going until July 19th. So 2 weeks of reading, and it's only, it's only 2 days late. So there are prompts which I will link below. There's a lot, there's like a whole list, but there are 3 different paths you can choose from. The first is, and I'm gonna read, In the Dead of Night, and there are 6 prompts. So it's read a book with purple on the cover or title, read a book containing secrets, read a new to you author, read a book with night in the title, read a book that has a map, and read a retelling. The second path also has 6 prompts, and they all connect. So the first one is to read the group book. The second is to go to the acknowledgments of the group book. Go to the acknowledgments, and the first name you see, find a book by an author with the same first or last name. And then the third prompt goes to the second book that you read, which is find a book with the same amount of letters in the title of that book. And then find a book with a cover the same color as the title in the previous book. So they all connect. And then finally flip to a random page, and the first word that's not the and I that you see, find a book with that word in the title. So those are the 2 clearly guided paths, and then the last path is you can mix and match your own or just read whatever books you want. So there are a total of 12 prompts, 2 paths, but I'm gonna do the third path, which is mix and matching, because I don't own the group book. I am going to do my best to just read as many books as I can, because I don't go back to work until July 20th, which means this entire read-a-thon time period, I don't have to work. So, excuse me, I don't have to work the whole length of this read-a-thon, so this is the perfect time for me to do a read-a-thon, because I was going to do the reading rush, but that's right, it starts the day I go back to work, so this one is perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go straight through. So I've already read I Have the Right To by Chessie Prout, Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, and The Outliers by Kimberly McCreight. Read a book containing secrets. So this one is a mystery. So this one definitely satisfies the prompt, read a book containing secrets. This one is going to be a new to you author. I think this is the only book she's ever written, but I haven't actually looked. But it is a new to me author. So, and then this book has a map. So I've already completed 3, and these don't have to go in order until you get to the second path. So I still need to read a book with purple on the cover. I need to read a book with night in the title and read a retelling. Okay, it is very late. I don't know what time it is. I also don't know why I'm being quiet, because I live alone. But I just had to come up here, or to come on here real quick before I went to bed, because I just finished Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I don't think I have ever had a book that made me so angry I literally had to stop reading and just vent, and in the next chapter had me bawling my eyes out. I just can't. This was done so well. I 100% enjoyed this more than the first book. I liked the first book. I gave the first book 4 stars. This book, I have to give 5 stars. I just can't not give it 5 stars. Good morning. I'm still wearing the same thing from last night because I slept in it. After sleeping on it and looking at Goodreads reviews, I still think I'm going to give Children of Virtue and Vengeance 5 stars. I thought about dropping it to 4.5, but I decided to go with my original thoughts. And it's funny because I think I'm in, like, that seems to be an unpopular opinion. Most people, at least from Goodreads, most people seem to absolutely love the first book, and then they gave the second book like 3 stars. I saw a lot of 2 stars also, which I thought was weird. And I kind of understand because, yes, there were definitely parts where the characters made me so angry. But you have to remember that they are at war. Like, they have reasons to think and feel that way. So I don't know. Like, I understand why people like the first one better. I, however, did not. So I don't know if it was because I listened to the first one on audio and then physically read the second one. I don't know. But I'm giving it 5 stars. I did end up starting Lock Every Door last night. And I've actually read a little bit more today. But no, I'm not far at all. I'm on chapter 4, which is page 31. So I'm not very far at all. I really like the present, the now chapters, because it makes you want to keep reading to figure out, like, okay, how did we get here? She tucked herself in. I don't think she feels very good. I think she has a little cold. There's my other baby. She's looking at me. She's like, what are you doing? Hey guys, I'm back from shopping. And I thought I would show you a couple things. So first, I listened to my audiobook of Crown of Feathers the entire time I was out. I had my headphones in, and I managed to get a good chunk of the way through. I'm right about halfway now. I'm on page 246. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm kind of confused. Obviously, I still have half the book left, so something could happen that would make it make sense. But I was always told that this book was about 2 sisters who are Phoenix Riders. That's not a spoiler. And then something happens and they like go to war with each other. I don't know. But so far, literally only one sister has really been in it. And it's like, you have the very beginning of when they're together and then why they split apart, like what happened. And then since then, it's just been the one sister. When I went to Target, I got some dry shampoo because, yeah. And then I got this Revlon Color Stay foundation because the foundation I have is like the cheapest one I could find. And it literally looks like cake on my face. I don't know. It's really gross. So I got this one. We'll see how it goes. Makeup wipes. Very exciting. I did get Pet Sematary by Stephen King because it was on sale. It was literally like $5. So, and I've been wanting to read a Stephen King for a long time. I haven't, no, that's not true. I've read Salem's Lot. I thought it was super slow, extremely slow, until like the last 100 pages. But this one is my dad's favorite, or at least he said this is the one that scared him the most. And then I got this coloring book. Look how beautiful it is. And look at these pages. They were having their back to school sale, and I didn't get any like stationery or notebooks or writing utensils, so I'm actually pretty proud of myself for that one. So I've been thinking of doing like reading vlogs, like picking one book every month and just do like live reaction, like reading vlog as I read. So if that sounds interesting, you should let me know. But I might do Pet Sematary as my first one. So I'm still reading lock every door. But I just read this part that made me laugh. So she's talking to the doctor. You know, they're still flirting, and I'm still trying to remind myself that it's not a romance. But so her apartment number is 12A, and then the doctor lives in 12B. And they're having dinner or lunch or something. They're eating together. And he says, if you ever feel scared, like you want to run, come talk to me first. And she said, why? So you can convince me not to go? And he said, or so I can get your number. Or so I can get your number before you go. And she says, my number is 12A. I don't think she liked me reading. Ma'am? Hey. I can't read if you're sitting on my book. Yeah. You gonna get up? Gonna get up? Come on. There you go. You know those movies where it's like they're about to die and then like they record their last moments? This is what this feels like to me for some reason. But it's still, what day is it? Friday? It's still Friday the 8th, 9th. I don't know what day it is. And I'm still reading Lock Every Door. I'm about halfway, roughly halfway. And I have some predictions. Really, I only have one main prediction. But and I'm going to say it, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I don't know if my prediction would spoil it, but it might. So if you don't want to be spoiled, skip this part. My cats are playing in the background also, so you might hear them in a minute. So my prediction is that, so at the beginning, when Jules hurt her arm and she went to Dr. Nick's apartment, which is her neighbor, and he stitched up her arm. When she was coming out, she accidentally went the wrong way because it's a mirror image of her apartment. And when she accidentally went the wrong way, she saw a door at the end of the hallway with a padlock on it. It was mentioned super briefly, and I think it was not commented on, nothing. Like literally in passing, it was like, there's a door, and then she turned around and left. I think there was a reason that door was mentioned. I think there's a reason that Nick is so nice. I think he's too nice. I think he's too good to be true. And also, he's like really inserting himself into her search for Ingrid, which is the missing girl. So I think my prediction is that Nick has something to do with Ingrid's disappearance. And I think it has something to do with the door. And I think Ingrid might be locked in the door. I don't know. From the now chapter, so like what's actually happening now. So it's like she's telling the story. And in between, it's like present day of what happened. Or like after. And she's talking about how she escaped. So I don't know for sure. Okay, it's so late. I don't even know what time it is, but I'm about to go to bed. I just reached a new part. I am a little barely over halfway, and I'm going to give my last few predictions or like thoughts that I've had before I go to bed, and then I'll read the rest tomorrow. But so I've already talked about Nick. I do think there's something suspicious about him. I think something about that locked door. I think Leslie Evelyn, first of all, she's a tenant, but she also gets like hires the temporary residents as well. So she does like multiple things, but she's also like the creepy one, and like the one who like enforces the rules. I think she's the one that you're supposed to suspect is evil. But I think that's just a like a I, I can't think of words. It's late. I think that's just like a ruse. Like you're supposed to think it's her, but I don't think it's her. So, um, I know that on the last page I just read, it said, so the doctor is like asking her questions, and it says, "It sounds to me like you think someone at the Bartholomew was murdered." "I do," I say before adding the stinger. "Several people." So this could be hinting at the like history of the apartments and how so many people have died there, but it also could suggest that like all the residents are dead, or like a lot of them are dead and they're ghosts. That would be interesting. I don't know if this has like that supernatural aspect to it or not, but that's just a thought I've had. And also, I don't think Ingrid is dead. Also, I think all of the rules and all of the like secrecy and how the residents refuse to like talk about things that are happening, and like how they keep to themselves so much. I think that they're trying to protect the temporary residents. I don't know what from. Like, I don't know if like the building itself is evil, or if like there's people inside that are evil. I don't know what, but like I just have this feeling. It's like I can't ever remember if it's The Mist or The Fog. I think it's The Fog, where the movie where the people in the fog are like dead, they're ghosts, and everyone is terrified of them, but really they're just trying to help the people. I think it's kind of like that, where all of the residents act this way because they're trying to protect the temporary residents from some evil. I don't know for sure, but those are all of the thoughts that I've had while reading this. So once I finish this, hopefully tomorrow, I will let you know if I was right about anything. So guess we'll find out. It is now day 5 of Detectathon. I just finished Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. Okay, let's talk about, so this is going to be, okay, first of all, let's talk about my thoughts, not spoilery. I gave this book probably 4.5 to 4.75 stars. I don't think it was absolutely perfect. I don't think it's exactly a full 5 stars. However, absolutely loved this book. This is by far one of my favorite thrillers that I've ever read. Highly recommend it. So glad I read it. Now we're going to talk about my theories. So my theory was that Nick had something to do with it. Like, he was too nice. He was too involved with searching for the missing girl. And I was right. Nick was involved. He played a huge role in the overall story. In the ending, he played a huge role. The locked door that I talked about, also, I was right that there was something back there. That was basically the only things that I got right. Ingrid was not behind the locked door. I didn't get that right. There weren't any ghosts or anything. And my theory that the residents were like, had all these rules and were working together to try to like protect the temporary residents, completely wrong. I was wrong about almost everything except for Nick and his locked door. That was it. And I am so like pleasantly surprised and very happy that I was wrong. So, loved that. It was creepy. I loved that when we found out what was really going on, we were wrong. And then we found out what was really going on again, and we were wrong. I loved that. There were like 4 different twists. I just loved all of it. I am kind of sad that we didn't find out what happened to Jane. So I am a little sad about that, but it's fine. So I think I'm going to split this in half. So you will get the first week, well, technically it's like the first 5 days of Detectathon in this vlog because I have a lot of footage, and then I'll have the rest of it in another vlog. To wrap up our first 5 days, I completed 4 challenges. So the first one is to read a book with purple on the cover, and I read Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. And then the next is to read a book containing secrets, which also Lock Every Door could work for that. But I read The Outliers by Kimberly McCreight, which also definitely contains secrets. And then I read a new to you author. So I read I Have the Right To by Chessie Prout. And I read a book that has a map, which is, it could either be Children of Blood and Bone or Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I read both of them this week, and they both have a map. So I have completed 4 challenges so far. There are 2 more in the first path, which is to read a book with night in the title and to read a retelling. To read a retelling, I'm going to read A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kimmer. This is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to read this one next, I believe, and then I will jump into the second path, and the first one is to go to the acknowledgements, and the first name you see, find a book with the author the same first or last name. That is week 1 of the Detectathon vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like. I hope you get all the words, and happy reading. Bye!